Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. So it's the innings break third in the third T20I between India and England. And England has posted 171 on board against India at Rajkot. So their highest score in the three T20Is played in this series so far. Uh, for India, it was once again Varun Chakravarthy who impressed one and all with a 5 for, and it all started with Phil Salt and Ben Duckett opening the innings for England. Phil Salt uh, continued to score a very few runs in the series so far, as this was his third consecutive single digit score. He got out on five, although Ben Duckett, who had two bad outings in the last two T20Is, scored a quick fire 51 tonight. Of 28 deliveries, he counter-attacked Washington Sundar pretty well. He he counter-attacked the spinners by playing some reverse scoops and sweeps. Although Joss Butler uh, struggled today, he scored 24 off 22. Harry Brook, once again, another batter who is going through a very lean patch in the series so far, as he was dismissed by Ravi Bishnoi today of 8 in 10 deliveries. So once again, the England batters failed to make the most of the batting deck offered to them at Rajkot. It was a completely batting track, as you saw Livingston smoking five sixes off the spinners. So it was a very batting friendly pitch, but the England batters couldn't manage a big score, as Livingston, who scored 43, was the second highest run getter for England, and Ben Duckett, who scored 51, quick fire 51, was the highest run getter for England. So from 74 for 1 in 8 overs, they succumbed to 171 for 9. And the lower middle order, Jamie Smith, Jamie Overton, and Bryden Cast, the three of whom who were considered to be the finishers for England, they got out pretty early, registering scores of 6, 0, and 3. Let's talk about the Indian bowling. Now, the spotlight was on Mohammad Shami, who returned to internationals after 14 months. And he bowled 3 overs, conceding 25 runs. He bowled 2 overs in the first spell, conceding 15 runs, and he bowled one at the death, and he conceded 10 of that. So 3 overs for 25 runs at an economy rate of 8.3. So not a bad outing for him. He swung the ball early. He produced some good deliveries, some unplayable deliveries right at the top against the openers as well as the number three batter. Hardik Pandya, India's all-rounder, once again impressed with the figures of 4 overs, 33 runs, and 2 wickets. He bowled well in the death overs, although in the last over he failed to pick up the final wicket of England. Washington Sundar, who got just 1 over, he gave away 15 runs. Ben Duckett counter-attacked him pretty well, and he didn't get any over post that. The highlight of the innings was once again Varun Chakravarthy. England batters haven't managed to find a way to play him, and I think this is a sort of unprofessional on their part, because there is a spinner who doesn't spin much. He just bowls googlies, and the ball comes right into you, and you can play him as an off spinner. But they haven't managed to do that in all the three T20Is uh, they have played so far. Varun Chakravarthy took 5 wickets today. He was once on a hat trick, and he couldn't take the hat trick, but all in all, it was a wonderful performance from Varun Chakravarthy. He continues to impress, and he is now the highest run getter in the current series. Abhishek Sharma got just 1 over to bowl, and he gave away 4 runs. Once again, another good outing for Abhishek Sharma with the ball, as he was just given 1 over, but he didn't concede much. Akshar Patel, the vice captain of the team. As soon as he has got the added responsibility, he has been phenomenal. Once again, 3 overs for just 19 runs, and he took 1 wicket. So Hardik Pandya scalped 2 wickets, Varun Chakravarthy with a fifer, Ravi Bishnoi one, and Akshar Patel one. So one each for Ravi Bishnoi and Akshar Patel. England once again lost 9 wickets on their way to 171. Uh, as far as the Indian chase is concerned, I don't think 171 would pose a very big problem for India, as you saw at Chennai. They struggled to score 166. Tilak Verma played a phenomenal knock in the end to take India over the line. But today, I don't think, with the pitch and the ground dimensions all in favor of the batters, I don't think this is going to pose a very, very big concern for India. And one of the highlights that stood out for me was how Suryakumar Yadav marshaled his troops. He uh, exposed all the bowlers. He gave all the bowlers. He used 7 bowlers, and he introduced them for short bursts, and so that the batters couldn't settle. Varun Chakravarthy was introduced in the last over of the power play, where he gave away just 3 runs and took away all the momentum of the England innings, as Ben Duckett had earlier counter-attack Washington Sundar. So he took all the momentum away from the England batters. So Phil Salt and Harry Brook, two English batters who haven't managed to get going in the series so far. Today they got out on 5 and 8 respectively, and they both batted at a strike rate below 80, which is very, very below par as far as the modern day T20 cricket is concerned. So Harry Brook and Phil Salt once again failed to score big. Ben Duckett, however, found his form and he scored a quick fire 51. He was looking good against the spinners, and but he played one straight to the long on's throat. After soon after, Josh Butler got out. So Josh Butler, 24. He had earlier been the highest run getter for England in the previous 2 matches, but today he scored 24 runs and was out playing a reverse sweep of Varun Chakravarthy. So Livingston, the only batter who uh, made the most of the pitch. He smoked 5 sixes in the death overs, but played one straight to the long on fielder in the third last over rather, against Hardik Pandya. So Livingston scored 43, a quick fire 43, a good cameo, but he also couldn't manage to score big as he lacked support from the other end. Let's talk about the chase now. I don't think it is going to pose a very big problem for the Indian batters. They are in a really, really good form. Mark Wood and Jofra Archer would be the two pacers who have attacked Sanju Samson with shorter deliveries, but one would hope that he is now ready to face them. They're at the ball coming at 140, 145 kmph, shorter deliveries, and with the dimensions favoring the batters, any batter at Rajkot, at the Niranjan Shah Stadium, Rajkot. It is quite easier than what it was in the other night at Chennai. So Sanju Samson and Abhishek Sharma, I think they will give a good start to India. And if the power play goes in favor of India, it would be a pretty easy chase in the end. But 171 is a target which looks tricky, and you have to apply yourself because the required run rate is over 8.5. So it looks tricky, but England have to take early wickets in the power play in order to put pressure on India. But I think India would be the happier side at the halfway mark, because their batters have been in some form, except the last game where Tilak Verma had to steer India towards that total. But I don't think this chase is going to pose a very big problem for India, as uh, this was an easily a 200 plus pitch, but they failed to score big tonight too. So India would like to seal the series as their batters walk out to the crease. Abhishek Sharma and Sanju Samson are walking out to the crease, and I think they are going to give a very decent start to India, and it would be a pretty easy chase for India. India would finish it off easily tonight, because the pitch is uh, favoring the batters. The pitch is batting friendly, and with the dew settling in all around the ground, so it is gonna be a pretty easy chase for India. So, yeah, this was it in the innings break analysis. The batters are walking out, and I think India is going to seal the series tonight itself. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel.